Okay, we have an inquiry from one of our friends, and he is wondering how he can stop cursing himself. And he referred to this character, apparently on 4chan, called the Doomer, and he says that he feels as if he's the Doomer. And he wants to know how he can stop being a doomer, how he can stop spelling a curse on himself every single day that he wakes up. And first of all, I commend you and I commend anyone for self-objectivity. Being able to reach all the way to the depths of your asshole and pull your head out of it is a very good skill. It's very important on this work that we're doing here together, is to be self-objective, to be able to, again, just grab your head and just get it out of your asshole. That's very good. So I salute you for doing that. Now, I want to give you practical ways of shifting from being a doomer, from spelling curses on yourself, to showering yourself with blessings. I'm gonna give you a few things here. They're practical because I don't really care too much for knowledge that isn't practical. Applied knowledge is where it's at. Okay? Trying to understand why it's good only and only and only if you take action. But if you're sitting around like a psychiatrist, sitting around in an office with your legs crossed, hey Bob, how you doing? So Bob, let's talk about your childhood. What happened in your childhood? That's only useful if you're going to be taking practical steps, things that are actually going to change what is right now to something more desirable. Okay, so I'm not bashing psychologists and psychiatrists. I rant, all my videos are usually at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes, most of them, at least. So I do rant on quite a bit. But you can only afford to do that if you're practical, if your mind is practical oriented, if you're pragmatic. Okay? Now, before giving you the practical things to do, I have to drive this home, guys. If you don't do the stuff we talk about in these videos, don't even watch the videos. Don't waste your time. Just don't waste your time. Go and turn on the TV and watch something. Watch a TV show or something. At least you get some entertainment out of it. Really, if you're not going to take action, just don't waste your time. Don't waste your time listening to me. Don't waste your time listening to anybody else. Just forget about it, okay? Just get on with it. Go and entertain yourself at least. At least you get an entertainment value. Whereas here, you're pretty much masturbating, right? I mean, really, it's just masturbating. Words are masturbation. Okay, actions is the real thing. And so if you're just listening to words, but it's never being applied, and I get a feeling a lot of people are listening but not doing, not acting. Again, just go watch TV or something. So, okay, practical tips. This is for you who asked the question and for anybody else in the same case, in the same scenario. You feel like you got some bad luck, some bad karma, and you would like to shift it around. So one of our, because we were talking on the phone, one of the things he said is he's saying, there's a lot of bad things happening to me, and I think that's karma. How do you burn off karma? And for the most part, you just gotta accept your karma and deal with it as it comes to you. Okay, but I want to point something out to you. We are in a critical point in our evolution right now where we are moving from the Kali Yuga to the Varpa, the Havarpa. This is the one I can't pronounce, right? Anyway, we're moving from the Iron Age, that's the Kali Yuga, to the Bronze Age, and then you get the Silver and the Golden, the Treta, and then the Satyuga. So we're moving right now, very much on the verge, already in progress, moving from the Iron Age, the Age of Darkness, to the Bronze Age. Things are getting better. Virtue is beginning to make way. So a lot of this bad karma, a lot of this bad stuff and the curses, that's all now old shit. That's from like many incarnations in the Iron Age. But because we're in such a critical point of shifting, we have the chance right now to make significant progress in one lifetime. Significant progress, okay? Significant, because the environment, the shift that's happening supports it. So just because you've had many, lots of bad karma, many bad incarnations, so it be. It's okay. Now the practical things, since you're aware of it, since you're even asking in the first place, since you're in the position to ask and you have enough self-objectivity and awareness to see that this is what it is, it's actually very simple. You just need to, like a good mechanic, go into your mind, uninstall, like a good programmer, uninstall old software, install new software. Okay? And it's very simple and it's very easy. And here's how you do it. You stop everything you're doing in your life an hour and a half to 2 hours before bed. If your bedtime is at 11 p.m., all life stops at 9 p.m. Everything. Okay, everything. Social media, your work, whatever it is, stop. Okay? And then pick a good couch or your bed, preferably a couch. You don't want to do this on your bed because the bed is associated with sleeping. You don't want to be sleeping here. You want to be conscious. Pick a couch, preferably. Again, don't get hung up on the technicalities here. Okay, but I'm just giving you the ideal best case scenario. Pick a nice couch in your living room or in your bedroom. Okay? Make that couch your reprogramming couch. This is the place, because then you associate it, auto suggestion. You associate it with, I'm going in here to change myself on a deeper visceral level. Okay? You make that your reprogramming couch. A sacred space, if you will. So, and every time you lay on it, you go into that space that much quicker. Just like a monastery, it's a place dedicated for meditation. So when you walk into a monastery, you're already in a meditative state. Okay, that's why I say don't do it on your bed where you sleep. But again, don't get hung up on the technicalities here. If you want to do it on your bed, if you must, go ahead. And either go into full silence, or this is what I used to do. Pick some calm music, or pick some calm music or some binaural beats. Okay, whichever floats your boat. Something soothing, something calming. Flute. Maybe here. I think the lens needs a little cleaning. Maybe some flute. Give me a second here. I think the brightness got messed with. Anyway, doesn't matter. Flute, binaural beats, meditation music, whatever, yoga music, whatever, okay? And then start breathing very slow. So you could either just observe your breath until it slows down, or you could breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, like this. Push all the air out. Take your time with the exhale. Okay, take 7, 8, 9 seconds. Let all the air out. Do that for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you're going to be very relaxed. You're laying down, okay? You're gonna be very relaxed here. Whichever, again, you could go silence with music, just do this breathing. It really relaxes you. Just 10-15 minutes of it relaxes you. And now you are going to visualize in that state, you're going to visualize your desirable, the desirable circumstances and conditions that you would like your life to be in. Okay? And the first time it's a little absurd because you're already used to being, you're already used to basically cursing yourself, right? You're already used to cursing yourself, so there's gonna be cognitive dissonance, is what psychologists call it. Two conflicting ideas here. There's the idea of you're doing good in every sense of the word. You have your dream life, dream job, dream whatever it is, dream relationship, and then there's the idea of I'm just a loser. I'm just a loser who's got his head way deep into his asshole. I'm just a loser. So that's let it be, because it'll happen the first few times you do this, and just persistently keep on seeing that version of yourself. And in about 2-3 weeks, you're going to feel different. You're going to feel different. And I'm sure this is the part where a lot of you guys don't like it, because we're so programmed to instant gratification. Like, I'm just gonna do this one time and my life will change forever. No, these things take time. Okay, you have to understand, you have to observe nature. Go out to nature. Get off your lazy, spoiled city boy, city girl ass and get yourself to nature. It'll teach you. Everything takes time in nature. So these things take time to implement. These changes take time to implement. Okay? And just do that every day, 9 p.m. I'm assuming your bedtime is 11 p.m. Whatever your bedtime is, just adjust. 9 p.m. you drop everything, you lay on that couch. If you do that in about 2-3 weeks, you establish a habit. And every time you lay on that couch to go into to become the programmer, essentially you're becoming the programmer now. You're choosing the experiences that you would like to have instead of just being driven by this and by that and by karma. Well, it is your karma to finally lay down and take control. That is also part of your karma, because once you step outside of the whole thing, you got no free choice. But you experience the illusion of free choice, and so we're speaking in that term, we're speaking within the duality here. So you lay on the couch, and then that becomes a habit, and then that couch becomes associated with reprogramming, and off you go to the races, and then magic begins to happen in your life. Life begins to flow like a river, like a river, an abundant river, not a dry one, an abundant one. It just begins to flow. You start to feel different in every way, in every sense. Good things begin to happen. Good things begin to flow your way. More opportunities open up, and you have no idea how. And then that eventually becomes life for you. Everything's synchronicity, everything's flow, until you don't have to do that stuff anymore. You don't have to sit down on a couch and do that. Unless now you want to get even more hardcore and you want to start manipulating reality and manipulating like solids into liquids and liquids into solids and high yogi shit. Then you sit down and meditate and get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and begin to change reality in ways that are even more unimaginable. I'm talking here about just regular shit: relationship, money, better job, better a better environment to live in, a better lifestyle. That stuff is very easy. Maybe I take it for granted sometimes, but that stuff is very easy. Just do that for like 3 months, and then you'll be like, yeah, life, like in that sense, anything in the material plane, like that's all the social shit I'm talking about, again, money, relationship, all that stuff, all that nonsense, if you ask me. Nevertheless, that stuff is very easy. You just do this for 3 months, 6 months. Yeah, you will never have to worry again about money. You'll never have to worry again about relationships. You'll never have to worry again about being comfortable in a lifestyle that matches with your deep desire. You'll never have to worry. From there on, your sights will be on more hardcore shit, the cities, the powers that I mentioned from time to time here, and so that's the next level. And then with that next level comes deeper meditations, deeper visualizations, etc. But this is good practice, this samsaric stuff, you know, the stuff that's the lower chakra stuff. It's very good to play around with, because once you see that you could manipulate it and it's very easy to do so, then you're like, what else can I do? You see? And then you begin to bless yourself in that way. I highly recommend you also change your music preference and your music choices, because if you listen to certain music, the music will bless you on a level that is really unbelievable. So start listening to flute, start listening to Sufi music if you're into the Sufis. Maybe you have a Muslim background and you know, I have a Muslim background, I grew up as a Muslim, so I resonate with Sufi music. But it's full of blessings. Ever since I started listening to Sufi music, I just see blessing left, right, and center. God bless. You know, I just see blessings come left, right, and center into my life. Ever since I started, because music is very powerful to change your state of consciousness and change your life. Very, very powerful. It's even more powerful than words. Visual images are more powerful than words. Music is more powerful than both visual images and words. Words are like at the bottom, honestly. That's why I say, like, if you're listening to my videos and other people and you're not applying this stuff, action, you know, you know, again, go watch something. Go, at least go play a game on, play FIFA or Call of Duty or something. At least you get entertainment out of it and you're not just masturbating with words. Okay? So hopefully that helps you and helps the watchers, the listeners of this video. This ant right here, can you see it? Oh, come on, auntie. Come on, auntie. Come on, auntie. Okay, let's see. It's too quick. But this ant would like to thank all our Patreons for supporting this channel, for being generous. We've got a lot of generous people on Patreon. You guys resonate with the message and you believe enough in the what is being transmitted here through the messenger, that is me. The messenger and the message are one. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I really, really, really appreciate it. And if you want to show your gratitude in that way, you could help me, support me in a financial way with $2 a month. I mean, like, that's $2 a month, right? $24 a year. You know, I mean, you know, we all spend what? We all spend at least $100 a month on useless stuff, right? You might as well put me in that useless stuff and just put an extra, you know, instead of spending $100 on things you don't need, spend $102. Okay, so get off your ass, get your credit card, and you know, that's it. Put in $2, forget about it, right? Very easy. So thank you in advance to the people who, you know, support, continue to support, will support. Love you guys, and I do consultations as well. If you want to book a one-on-one consultation, talk about anything. Most of all, getting your head out of your ass in whichever way, or any other hole in your body. If you have your head in any other hole, maybe I could shine something on the matter that, you know, helps you reach in deeply in there and just kind of pull it out, right? So the links for the Patreon, the consultations are in the description. Love you guys, and until next time, may the force be with you.